Welcome to the Local Business Listing Optimization Services Overview video, and we call it LBLO for short. Now this is primarily targeting the Google Local Places business listings, which is an example right here as we typed in, say, Columbus Pizza. So whenever you go to a Google Maps and you do a search, this also comes up whenever you do a typical organic search. Now of course you already have your organic search results, but then you have your map results. For instance, here. Now, in order to get people ranking higher for their Google Places, we've put this plan together. But it's more than just a plan to get these people ranking higher for their Google Business Places. It's a very strategic game plan to get your online presence out there in terms of general directories, from Yahoo to Bing to Yellow Pages to the majority of all the primary directories. Now, directories are a good way for local companies to herd the traffic. And for some people who are limited by budget, they're quite not able to afford a full-blown SEO plan. This LBLO services are probably the most, they are certainly the most affordable option to any of our business clients. Now going through this, we start the LBLO services on month 1 here. And for some, Now going through this, we start the LBLO services on month 1 and with the local places research. Now we're going to check and see if you've got duplicate Google Places. A lot of people do. They have ones that they've set up but they haven't claimed. And we're going to do competition category analysis. The category they set their places to actually has quite an impact on what keywords that you rank for. So what we do is we see what categories your competition has chosen, and we take that into consideration when choosing categories for you. And then we do organic ranking comparison analysis versus your local listing ranking. So we're going to compare your Google Places ranking versus your organic ranking. That's the same thing for Yahoo and Bing. We're going to look at your current directory listings and what you've got in place so that we know what else we have to do and to build out. And of course we're going to cross-reference, and with the directories that are existing, they do have an online, see what's out there, see if your business address is consistent throughout the online world. This is really crucial because some people are using different business names, different addresses, spellings of the address might be off a little bit, a different phone number, different extensions. It gets kind of wild and wacky out there, and these have to be corrected. And we have to make sure that you're using a consistent business information across all these directories online, and we're going to make sure that's done and corrected. Now we do a local online local on-page optimization analysis, which you can scroll over these to see exactly what's happening on what we're doing. It pops out, see what it consists of. And then we also do our domain age check and location check. And in terms of business information, we do some pretty unique steps. We validate your business information, but you also cross-reference it with the USPS official address format, and making sure also that when we run that address through that USPS system, that it registers as an actual address. It's fairly easy to get a hold of the USPS API for doing that, and so we're very, very suspicious, and we believe that Google is doing the same thing, to be honest with you, setting up companies that are not actually real and using other addresses. Now of course you're also going to notice that we also create email accounts and logo accounts for you too. Now what those do is, you can read through these are kind of small, but primary listings are our main focus, is on the Google Places and creating that listing. If you already have a listing created, we're going to go through and we're going to apply all of our check marks and approval points to it and make sure that everything's in place. And of course, making sure that it's claimed and making sure that the description is the way it should be, the categories are the way it should be, everything's pointing to the proper web page on the websites, and we'll create a Bing and a Yahoo account as well. Now on the next one here, this is the US top directory submissions, which we've got listed here, 340 different directories that we submit to. It says 340 because that's how many is out there. Now this is done through data aggregators, and a lot of these in this list, and you can drop down and see them, some of them are paid for, and you can't if you try to go submit to these direct, you'd have to pay to get on them. So a lot of these are paid directory submissions, and in fact, if some people go on there and do it manually, I mean, it's going to take a tremendous amount of work and time to take care of this. Now, local on-page optimizations, we even go through our primary target, as I told you, was Google Places. The on-page optimization factors on websites itself play a very heavy role in the ranking impact to Google Places. Now, we also, of course, work on reviews. Reviews are important, as well as additional citations. But the website itself plays a huge role in the ranking factor for Google Places. And this is something that's been more going on and evolving here in the last 6 or 7 months. Now, what do we do for the on-page optimization itself and the website itself? Well, what we're going to do, we're going to do the H-card generation implementation. And for those, that don't know what an H-card is, let's just say that you have a website, and on your website you say, hey, I've got 200 partner companies out there, and this is over here is where my mom lives, which is my dad lives, and you got addresses all over the website. There's no way to tell Google, what is the address, what your business address is on your website. In other words, this is my official business address, Google. That's what an H card does. So it's pretty much a code that can go around your address, and it tells Google that, or the spider bots that crawl your site, particularly Google, that, hey, this is my physical business address. And Google likes to match that up with their Google Places, so it's important to have that on there. And we like to put out a business information sidebar on every single page to have it displayed. Again, it just helps to reinforce your physical business address to Google. KML sitemap. For those of you who don't know what that is, what a sitemap is, for some reason Google just actually really likes these KML sitemaps. It relays geographical information to their Google Earth and Virtual Earth applications and other things they have. And it's, in short, the KML sitemap's pretty big thing needed to be uploaded to your site. Page title optimization here. We make sure that we do at least optimize your page titles, your meta tags specifically for your locale, and we like to, on your Contact Us page, make sure that we get the Google Maps integration with the driving directions, because Google likes to see Google on your page, like seeing your Google Maps and your Contact Us page. Local video creation. Now, we only do this particular package. You can see here on our larger LBLO3 video submissions. We're going to tag those with address, and that obviously helps. And since we touch on the on-page, the website, of course, we're going to back up and do some backup malware and do a virus check, just like we would on our SEO campaigns. Reporting and auditing. We're going to be running ranking reports. We're going to have reports for you to show you. Now we get into month 2 and ongoing. What are we doing? Now, what we're doing is this. We're still going to analyze, of course, the amount of indexing pages on the site and the backlinks to the website itself, because that website still is, it's going to be isolated in one primary ranking variable to the Google Places. It's going to be the website, your website. And we're going to be building additional directory listings down here in the custom citation building here. We're going to be researching for specific citations that apply to your company. So, for instance, let's say that you are in Southern California, you're in San Diego, and you own a Planet Fitness, an Urban Active. And unbeknownst to the majority of all the other SEO companies in the world that's running directory submissions off that list I told you about, there happens to be a Urban Active fitness directory for Southern California that retains or has a tremendous amount of traffic. And that Urban Active would probably generate, well, quite possibly the majority of traffic from that one directory. But in order to find out, what you have to do, you either have to do a lot of manual research or run some really specialized tool on the competition. Well, we do that. So to make sure that you get that really specialized directories in your location, your niche specific. We're not running off of a particular list. We're running research based on our competition, as well as research based in your locale for your business directory. And we're getting you submitted to the directories that really are going to matter the most to you. It's really important. Whenever you just run off of a big templated list, those are just general directory building. Not a bad idea to do, but it's really not what we're going for here. We want to give you more bang for your buck, that's for sure. So we're going to go specifically to your niche directory listings. Real important. Yeah, I did skip over the business directory listing updates. For the Google Places, we will be updating coupons if you have any promotions on your Google Business Places page. Review publications. Yes, we're going to publish reviews. Very important. We should be gathering reviews from you. You should be gathering the reviews from your client. We don't write fake reviews for you. You should be able to provide good quality reviews. Wherever they come from, not really a concern from us, but as long as we're getting them from sources and we aren't writing them. In the past and currently, we've been able to publish reviews in Google, Yahoo, Bing, Yelp, and many of the other primary directories. Now, the reason why we just give you review publication quantities and don't specify the sites is because these websites they change. They revamp their policies and what you're capable of doing and not capable of doing. We can't guarantee that. So we can never promise review publication for a particular directory. But currently, we're able to hit all the primary ones. Now, in terms of off-page SEO building, we are building links to your website itself. Real important. We've seen Google Places rankings that didn't even have reviews. They had no citations built to them. They weren't even claimed to have and they have the wrong categories. And they're ranking high for competitive keywords. And the only thing that Google Places listings had going for it was that the website it was attached to had a lot of powerful backlinks, high PR, of course, and it had a very high domain authority. And that was what was pulling all the ranking power. So it's very important to build links, not to the Google Places page, but to build links to your website, particularly to your homepage. Now, that's the LBLO package. Great value. When we talked about pricing and structuring these for use, one of the lowest price fully encompassing services that we offer. And you'll see in another video going over some of our other services called SEO Plus LBLO. The reason why it's called SEO Plus LBLO is because it has what we call the essence of SEO, that we should classify it this way. The basic LBLO service for us, we're going to be touching on all this on-page optimization of the website, building links to the website on a monthly basis. Tremendous value because it's all encompassing. So really, this covers all the checkpoints. This is one of the most powerful services for the dollar that we offer, and this should be an absolute necessity to every single local company that exists. Everybody really needs this. Thank you.